Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Uniquely Unqualified Podcast Take Two. One subject, easily consumable content. We've got some more issues with Iran, but before I start running my mouth, make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you to everybody that has already liked and subscribed. I'm watching numbers on the channel go up. It makes me excited. It gives me motivation to go in there and tinker with stuff and make things a little bit better. Anyway, let's go ahead and get right into U.S. planes getting shot down by Iran. So one plane gets shot down over the Persian Gulf area. The other one goes down over the interior of Iran. And the pilot of the plane that went down over the interior is, we are now needing to put boots on ground to go rescue him. And no, I do not believe that if he is found by any Iranian person that he is going to be shown any mercy. This is bad for this person. There's not a lot of detail. It really doesn't matter if they're a male or female pilot, what their name is. The point is that they're in very, very, very imminent danger behind enemy lines. And I was seeing, like I said, I saw something that said on X that we hope that some good Iranian people against the regime will find them and protect them. That's not what's going to happen. You want to know what a fucking pilot has? It's called a PLB, personal location beacon, personal locator beacon. And it's back in the day when I had to carry one of these things, it was this big fucking walkie-talkie looking thing with an antenna that you flip up in it, and you press a button, and you have this cool little infrared attachment that goes on a 9-volt battery. And you're supposed to be able, and so you put on you hit your button for your personal locator beacon if you're kidnapped or separated or isolated, and then you've got your IR thing where you're where you leave it exposed to the sky so that they can match the PLB with the infrared light from this little plug you set right on top of a 9-volt battery. Anyway, so they have those things with them, and as far as I know, the only people authorized to go in and do anything about that are U.S. Special Force teams and groups. So here we go. This is, it didn't necessarily need to be the 2,500 troops sitting on the Marines sitting on the USS Tripoli. Didn't need to be them. It just needed to be somebody, and now it's a fucking pilot. And now they're in the interior of Iran. What a coinky dink this is. So now Special Forces are definitely jumping in, putting boots on ground, if for nothing else than a rescue mission. But depending on where this person is found, it'll either be smooth, or they'll come under fire, people will get injured, and then we got approval to send more troops. Cool. I'm so fucking happy about this shit, aren't you? So I'm very, 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 I'm very discouraged about the information around Iran. Every half of the day seems that new stuff's coming out, and Donald Trump says we're talking, Iran says we're not talking. I've gone over the reasons why that would be a real move. Donald Trump says, and it seems to be that major defense systems and offense systems of Iran have been absolutely blown away. They really have taken their Air Force out of commission, their Navy out of commission, but wherever the hell they're launching these rockets that can touch an F-15 Echo, that is cause for a little bit of concern, and it makes me think that either false flag or the Trump administration ain't saying anything correct about what's going on in Iran, and that's a possibility too, because why would the Trump administration? Why would Donald Trump go out there and say, this is complete failure, we've totally failed, this is a giant mistake, like why would he do that? He wouldn't. He would go up and bullshit until the same reason why the Iranian regime would go up there and bullshit their way into, we're not talking, they haven't decimated us, bring it on, whatever they're saying. Even if they were getting rocked, they wouldn't necessarily say we're getting our asses kicked to the world and to their public and to themselves, because if they're a dictatorial regime, they're going to sit there and they're going to, toe the line to the last fucking moment. So that could be what's going on with the Trump administration. Who knows what the hell's going on? Are we going to have the Strait of Hormuz having passage? They want free passage, and when they say free passage, they mean like uncharged passage, because the thing that Rubio is now honking his horn about is about it's international waters and it's illegal to make a toll road there. Anyway, so the goalpost changed there. So now the Strait of Hormuz is closed. Is it open? Does Iran have control of that? Are they sending 10 boats through for the U.S.? Like, what the fuck is going on? And now two of old, I think an F-15 is an older airplane, can go pretty fast, but I think it's an older airplane. We're not talking about a F-22. An F-22, the maneuverability and the speed of that sucker would probably have the ability to stay away from Iranian missiles. Well, apparently an F-15 with a top speed of over 1,600 miles per hour, apparently their missiles are good enough to hit an F-15, or two of them at least. So now we got troops behind enemy lines, and we gotta go in and save them. So who the fuck knows how's this gonna go and what comes out of this? But I guarantee you, this is definitely, they're already on the ground. I guarantee you they're already on the ground. U.S. Special Forces Group, Navy SEAL teams, they are on the ground in Iran or hovering over the location of where this person could possibly be. And they are, what do they say? Those folks wouldn't stand up, hook up, and shuffle through a door. Those guys don't need a gig line to pull their cord for them. But they're going in, and depending on the area, depends on how many casualties. And this is gonna, here you go, folks, we're in it. So 2 to 3 weeks, doesn't look like it. Uniquely Unqualified Podcast Take Two. Like and subscribe, and we will see y'all next time.